Welcome listeners. Today, we're diving into one of the most heartbreaking stories we've ever covered, a tale that shook not just a community, but the entire United States Marine Corps. This is the tragic story of Yen and Quiana Pietrzak, a young couple whose love story was cut devastatingly short by an act of unfathomable betrayal. Born on February 16, 1982, Quiana Faye Jenkins was the only child of Roy and Glenna Faye Jenkins. Growing up in Ontario, Southern California, she was known for her brilliant mind and caring heart. She pursued her dreams with unwavering determination, eventually earning a master's degree in public health from San Diego State University in 2005. Quiana worked as a health education assistant for the county's Black Infant Care Program, dedicating herself to helping others while nurturing her own dream of becoming a doctor. Janek Paul Pietrzak, known as Yen to his friends, was born in Poland on March 13, 1984. His mother, Henryka Varga, named him after Pope John Paul II, a detail she would later share with pride. When Yen was 11, his family immigrated to the United States, settling in Brooklyn's Bensonhurst neighborhood. Like many young Americans, Yen was profoundly affected by the events of 9/11. In 2003, he joined the Marines, telling his mother words that would later become painfully ironic. "Mom, we live in this country. We have to be patriotic. We have to give back." Yen served tours in Iraq as a helicopter mechanic, eventually achieving the rank of sergeant. His fellow Marines called him Sergeant P or simply P. He was known as a hard charger, someone who maintained high standards and wasn't afraid to call out those who fell short. In 2005, before Yen's deployment to Iraq, fate brought these two souls together at a pre-deployment party. A mutual friend from San Diego State made the introduction. Though Quiana was initially hesitant to date a Marine, Yen's charm and genuine character won her over. Their love story was one that touched everyone around them, a partnership that transcended racial boundaries and exemplified what true love could be. Those who knew the couple speak of their connection with awe even today. Yen's mother would later tell investigators, they were in love. It didn't matter to them that they had different skin colors. They were young, happy, and very much in love, with a bright future and many planned children ahead of them. On August 8, 2008, 26-year-old Quiana and 24-year-old Yen married. Quiana specifically chose this date, 8/8/8, so Yen would never forget their anniversary. The wedding was filled with joy, laughter, and dreams of a future that would never come to pass. Just 2 months later, on October 15, 2008, when neither Quiana nor Yen showed up for work, concerned colleagues contacted the police. What officers discovered would unveil a crime so horrific it would shake the Marine Corps to its foundation. Responding to the welfare check, officers found the front door wide open. Inside, they encountered a scene that would haunt even the most seasoned investigators. The house smelled of gasoline and natural gas. Multiple small fires had been attempted but failed to take hold. Racial slurs were spray-painted on the walls, a detail that would initially mislead investigators about the motive. The investigation quickly focused on 4 suspects: 20-year-old Lance Corporal Tyrone Miller, 18-year-old Lance Corporal Emrys Johns, 20-year-old Private Kevin Cox, and 21-year-old Lance Corporal Keyshawn Sykes, all Marines who served under Yen's command. The breakthrough came when investigators discovered surveillance footage from an ATM where the killers had used Quiana's card. This, combined with distinct shoe prints left in gasoline at the crime scene, led them to Miller's home, where they found damning evidence including the murder weapon and Yen's dress blue uniform, the uniform Marines hold most sacred. During the trials, which began in March 2013, prosecutor Daniel DeLeon emphasized a chilling point to the jury: these were United States Marines. Each of these men had been trained how to operate firearms, to act covertly. They used all of that training to help them commit murder. The evidence revealed a premeditated crime driven by revenge and greed. The perpetrators claimed Yen had blocked Miller's promotion, though no evidence supported this claim. They had expected to find money and valuables in the house, including a recent $30,000 bonus Yen had received. After 4 months of trial and less than 3 days of deliberation, justice was served. Miller, Johns, and Sykes received death sentences, while Cox was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Today, due to California's 2019 moratorium on the death penalty, the 3 death row inmates remain incarcerated at San Quentin State Prison. Yen and Quiana were laid to rest together at the Riverside National Cemetery, with full military honors including a 21-gun salute. Their families chose to bury them together, ensuring that in death, as in life, they would remain side by side. Yen's mother's words perhaps best capture the heartbreak of this tragedy. "I had prepared myself for the possibility that my son could die in Iraq, but to die like this, in their own home." This case reminds us that sometimes the greatest dangers can come from those we trust most, and that even within institutions built on honor and loyalty, evil can take root. Yen and Quiana's story, while tragic, also stands as a testament to love that transcends boundaries and the enduring pursuit of justice. What are your thoughts on this devastating case? How do you think the Marine Corps could better screen and monitor their personnel to prevent such betrayals? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story moved you as much as it moved us, please subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media. Your support helps us continue telling these important stories that need to be heard. Remember to hold your loved ones close. Until next time, stay safe and stay informed.